Hey, happy Friday, everyone.
Happy Friday.
Surprise! We kind of didn't promote this episode. We don't know if anyone's watching. We're pretty sure you're not. That's fine. Go catch us on the replay. This episode got moved because a Weird Al concert got moved multiple times from 2020.
Yeah. So I just popped out for a second because of my internet now. It looks like Kelly's popped out for a second.
I'm doing the robot.
Right. Yeah. If anybody hears a noise, I'm gonna have my husband bring me my hard line because my screen keeps going black. So
Well, while he does that, let's just play our opening credits.
exactly. Yeah. All right. Opening credits.
All right, we are back. So, hello, everyone. Yes, this is only our second episode of 2023. The wheels are off. This is quite the year.
Right.
Basically, yeah, there's a scheduling conflict last week. This episode is going to be a shorter one just because time got away from us. I'm going through some major life rearrangements.
Yeah.
That sounds super dramatic. Nothing bad. Basically, kind of quitting my job and staying home with my kids, only I got talked out of fully quitting my job.
Yeah. Everybody wants a piece of Kelly. Nobody wants to let her go.
Kinda, yeah.
You should see me trying to leave her house after a visit. I'm just like, I don't want to go.
To be fair, I don't want you to go either. So, Yeah, I will be working from home part-time a few hours a week because, apparently I suck at even quitting my job. I don't know how that happened. I'm really happy about it, though. But, so in the meantime, my husband and I have both been working, and then I've been responsible for the kids alone while he's been training on second shift. It's been kind of a whirlwind for the last few weeks. So I'm tired.
Mm-hmm.
That said, the theme of this episode is Shapeshifters because we're leading up to next week is the final week of our cosplay contest. Are we announcing the winners next week when Rob Multeri is on our episode?
No. We're announcing our top 3 and letting people vote and stuff like that.
Okay.
Today was the submission deadline technically, but we've had so many scheduling conflicts that we will be updating the rules on the website soon to say that it's now the 13th. We've also had several people trying to participate who are having as rough of a time as Kelly and I are with scheduling. And I mean, we understand it's the beginning of the year is
2023 has been a rough ride already, y'all. Not a fan.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't know what's up with that, but not a fan. You know what though? I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not even gonna say it because I'm gonna jinx it. But whatever. There are good times ahead. That said, so my character is Jennifer Conway from the Nightwolf series. It's not completely comics accurate. I got a little better than when I did my first photo shoot. I'm just missing the brown leather jacket. The girl's got style, okay? She is not technically a shapeshifter, but her boyfriend is. So you know what?
Yeah.
We'll count it.
I am a mermaid in her land form with my little homage here. I've got my mermaid earrings with a dice hanging from them and my mermaid necklace, because there are shows like Siren and movies and stuff where they're like a half fish or even like super fishy monstery looking until they like come up and onto land, and then they're people. So I'm a mermaid.
And you look adorable.
Oh, thank you. So
And go ahead.
I was gonna say the cosplay contest. I did a shoot at midnight to do one of my example costumes recently. So I was like, we were in our backyard. Like my husband was doing Lord Malice, who's like a vampire character who wears like it's a dark cloak, right? And so I was like, somebody's gonna call the cops, thinking that we're like pranking the people who live here, and we're gonna have to be like, no, I swear this is my house. I'm just a cosplayer. Okay, we do weird stuff because I wanted it to be dark because it's werewolves and vampires. So,
and it looked amazing. How did you guys get the lighting when you were outside?
So there's a our house backs up to a pond that's owned by the city. So there's one like super tall lamp like there are in like parking lots and stuff like that. And then my phone is a Google Pixel and it has a night sight setting where you do like a long press and hold and it just takes in as much light as it can using kind of the same technology as like a telescope. And so that one super crappy yellow light that was like 30 feet above our heads, like provided enough for my camera's night sight to do like a long exposure technique. I'm not a photographer. I don't know how much of this terminology is right, but the short answer is there is one light on a pole and I have a really nice phone.
Hey, you're getting the point across. On this one, I did a little bit of my photoshopping magic on.
She did on the last one too. My husband does not actually have glowing red eyes in real life. Darn.
I mean, that you've seen. And then I also did photoshopping magic on this one because it was not a full moon that night. And so, yeah, that full moon was not originally in the picture.
Right. So this is my Cyrilla McKay. She is oh gosh, I don't remember what century she was born in Scotland, but like medieval period, I think. Oh my gosh, numbers and years. And so I've got my tartan and like put together a corset top and stuff like that. I cannot wait. She has really cool knives. They're actually no, they're not in that promo image, but she's got really cool like short swords that have like giant red gems on them that I can't wait to make.
So awesome. I love them.
Still working on this, but I was like, but I do have curved swords because they're curved short swords. So thankfully that worked out. But yeah, so we were just out there with what might from a distance in the dark have looked like real swords, and my husband was wearing a cloak that just like covers his whole body.
It's cool. I got a permit. This just says I can do what I want. And then this is my Jennifer Conway shoot. So I just kind of flipped the colors because she has a brown jacket and a red tank top for the entire first issue. Red's really her signature color because then she wears a red dress to the homecoming dance. So, and then I also did one of the twins. There are some evil, at least evilish so far, witch twins, and one of them is more goth. Her name is Cersei, and then the other one is just a little more girly girl.
She's preppy. I'm gonna be dressed as her next week if I can get dressed up, because I will be heading straight from a convention that I'm working to the episode.
You're working convention next week and doing the episode. Why do you hate yourself?
The weekend after my birthday.
Which convention are you doing?
Con-Nuga in Chattanooga. So hey, Tennessee peeps, if you're going to Con-Nuga, come see the Pokeballs by Crayley table.
So you're going to be broadcasting from Tennessee?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Why do you hate yourself?
Well, I just, I'm a workaholic, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, you are.
I have to support my houseplant habit.
Yes, you do.
You guys have no idea how many houseplants I have up in this house right now. There's
Actually poison ivy.
there's like over 50 just to the side over here. Like ignore the mess on my couch, but those circular shelves
So
are just covered in
pretty.
plants. So
Yes.
yeah, poison ivy IRL.
Exactly. And then we have our friend Ruby Elliott, also known as T-shirt Cosplay, as Jessica, who is Jennifer's bestie.
Mm-hmm.
Which is fitting because Ruby and I are close in real life. So
it's perfect.
And then my friend Juan Pintor, who has done a bunch of my photos recently, he did my Morticia shoot. This is him as Rodney's wolf form. He actually did this as a Halloween costume last year, and I was like, dude, you're even wearing Rodney's color, because Rodney wears a lot of red too. Mm-hmm. I'm like, you just need to submit. And his werewolf looks pretty badass, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have Andrea took quite a few pictures of her Anne Marie vampire, and she looks amazing.
Oh my gosh, she looks so good. She was like, hopefully I didn't look tired from work. And I'm like, girl, like, you killed it. She looks so fierce. Like,
this is what she looks like when she's tired. Like, I would kill like that when I'm tired. Come on now. She looks amazing.
Amazing. Yeah, no. So
and to stress it, our pictures are not part of the contest because we're judging the contest. We're just doing it for fun and to raise awareness of the contest.
And also, you know, because we like the comics. But
yeah,
plus, there are characters who are twins. Like my Phoenix twin and I are gonna have to do the twins. Like, hello.
Yeah, I was pretty excited because I like Cersei's look anyways. I was like, I have all of these pieces in my closet.
I had everything for Janelle except the dress. And the dress was super easy to find on Amazon. So, like...
Thank you, bodycon dresses.
Yep. And it's my color. So, like, my color. Literally,
it was meant to be.
I have friends who call every shade of, like, the teal that is from, like, seafoam green to, like, a mintish turquoise. They literally call that Crayley teal. And Janelle wears, like, a slightly mintier green turquoise dress.
Yep.
I was like, oh no, I have to buy another teal dress.
I'm all for that. I can't wait.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna have to take that to a con sometime. Mm-hmm. Maybe Rob will let us be his booth babes.
Ooh, maybe. That would be cool. We could promote the podcast like on the side while we sell his comics and are his handlers for the line of adoring fans that we know are going to be there getting his autograph.
Aw, David says, it helps that you look good in that color. He is correct. You have the best hubby. Though really, if I was going to be Rob's booth babe, I would want to dress as the purple-haired elf from Snowpaw. Alana Leway, I believe it's pronounced.
I have no idea how to pronounce it.
We'll ask him next episode, but she's my favorite. She's literally an elf bartender in this secret hidden bar that only fantasy type creatures, so like werewolves and elves and fairies can get to. That's like hidden in okay. It's been a week, and I read it earlier this week, and it's been a week, but I think it's hidden in London, and it's so cool. And also purple is my favorite color, and her hair is purple, and her armor is purple. This character was designed with me in mind. They didn't even know it.
Yeah. Rob, unless something comes up, by the way, Rob Multeri, who wrote Nightwolf and Snowpaw, is going to be joining us next week while we go through our submissions. We were going to announce the winners at the end of that episode, but since we pushed submissions back 3 days, we're pushing the announcement of the winners back by 3 days too. So
get your entries in.
Yeah. Use those extra 3 days.
A lot of these characters can be closet cosplays with just a little bit of creativity.
Well, and something I like about the online cosplay contest format is the in-person ones. It's like you have judges who come up and like look at every seam and stuff like that. Since we're not even able to do that, stuff like Ruby of T-shirt cosplay like went to like the setting where she went out into the woods and things like that, details like that with your background and stuff. You just need to get like a few good photos that really we're looking for, like, are you like embodying the character? We're not looking at your hem work or whatever, because there are other contests for that. If you've got amazing hems, that's awesome, but we're looking for, do you have the attitude of the character, or do you have it like, you know, are you representing something from the comics? So
exactly, which is exciting. And it's exciting to be able to support indie creators and kind of shine a spotlight in their work. So this kind of ties in with, we did a fanfic panel for the Multiverse fundraiser, and our friend Hollis brought up the point that mainstream media is really corporate controlled. So corporations decide what we see, what we read. This is making me sound a little crazy, but you know, like the corporations are in charge of what gets made. And there's still a lot of great stuff being made in mainstream media, don't get me wrong, and there's still a lot of really important stories being told. But the indie world is really where you can get more diverse voices. You can just get a lot wider range of stories being told, because there's a lot more freedom for creators to tell these stories without corporations deciding what can be monetized. So it's just, I think it's really important to make sure that indie creators can continue to create, so we can have this diversity of stories that's not dictated by just like the 2 or 3 corporations in charge.
Right. Yeah. And so if you're just joining us, because we've had a new viewers pop on, this is our Shapeshifter episode that's going to be a short episode. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in after we rescheduled. We really appreciate that. So short episode covering shapeshifters and mostly just promoting the cosplay contest, which now I have to update the website like as soon as we get off of here, but it is going until February 13th instead of February 10th now, because we had a few people who really wanted to participate, have a bunch of scheduling struggles. And we're like, well, we had to reschedule the whole episode last week. Who are we to be that hardline about it if we can move it? So that does mean we won't be announcing the winner in next week's episode. We'll wait 3 days after that also to give us more time to go over everything. But we will still be showing our like top 3, or at least who we are pretty sure our top 3 are by then. And you can get all the information on how to enter. So if you go to our link tree, every single social media that we've got, I'm going to put our link tree on the screen once I find it, but every single social media that we've got has links. Also,
the link directly to the contest is in our show notes.
Right. That's true too. So there's a link right there, but like if you're looking for, it's like a kind of a like long block. If you're looking for something a little more digestible, you can just message us and we'll sum it up for you. I wanted to be like super clear about like every eventuality in the rules, but if you're having trouble, or if you're even just like, look, I don't have the spoons, I don't have the energy right now to read the whole thing. Like, is this something I'm going to participate in or not? Just shoot us a message.
We'll hold your hand.
We will. We want people to be involved. We don't want people to be too intimidated to join. Like, and it was a really short time prepping. So like we said, like we're not looking at every single hem you put in or anything. We're looking at how you embody the character.
Yep.
Yep. Speaking of, we brought up that my Pokeballs by Crayley table was going to be at Con Nuga earlier.
Yes.
I'm actually running for only 2 more days, a sale on my website, which is also under the link tree or the Phoenix Sisters cosplay link tree, that it's 15% off my sweet treats collection for Valentine's Day. I didn't
And
want
they're
it.
so cute.
I didn't want it to only be like coupley date night stuff. So it's everything that is themed after like cupcakes and sweet snacks and stuff. So even if you're not giving it as a Valentine's Day gift, if it's a gift to you, give yourself a Valentine's Day Pokeball gift. So that's at my website. It's crayleevaness.com. It's just called the Sweet Treats Collection. And there's only 2 more days to get in on that. So
Treat yourself. That was my second. That was my second Parks and Rec quote of the episode. So
right.
I don't know what that means. If we had a nickel, we'd only have 2 nickels, but it's kind of weird that this happened twice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're not that weird if you know me.
Okay. Yeah.
And my self-plugs, please watch my social media and the Phoenix, really the Phoenix social media, that is the extent to my social media, because I'm going to be having an Indiegogo coming up towards the end of this month. I'm really excited about it. So I'm going to be launching an Indiegogo for an audiobook version of my first novel, Scorcher. I've got 2 narrators on board who are super talented, and I am working with them. So I have our friend Chris Jowers is going to be doing all the male point of view chapters, and then my friend Kansas Badu. Kansas, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. I should have asked you. But she's going to be doing all the female point of view chapters, and so I'm going to be launching that soon. And I really love audiobooks, and I'm really passionate about them. And I've been wanting my novel to be an audiobook to really open up that accessibility. A few people have been asking me over the years about audiobooks, especially as more people have less time to sit and read and more time in the car. So keep an eye out for that. It's going to be pretty cool.
Also, audiobooks are great because I work with my hands, so I can listen to a book while I do my job. I can't read a book while I do my job. Like I need my eyes on what I'm doing.
Yep.
I burn and or stab myself way too often while looking at what I'm doing.
Yeah, no.
Like hot glue and X-Acto knives, not like,
Audiobooks have been so important for me when I'm doing like the more boring aspects of certain jobs, because it helps keep my ADHD brain focused. If I'm doing something that's a little more repetitive, where I can listen to an audiobook and then I have a story going to keep my brain engaged, so I don't just zone out and make stupid mistakes on something that's easy but just tedious.
Right.
And it makes the time go faster, and it makes it feel fun. There's just so many good things about audiobooks. And again, my narrators are really great. And I am just super excited to also help them build their careers, because the whole reason for the Indiegogo is so I can pay them what they're worth.
Exactly.
It's not about me making money. It's about me paying them.
Also, I'm just going to say, if it weren't for audiobooks, I wouldn't have been able to get to the Thrawn trilogy yet for Star Wars in the expanded universe. And you all wouldn't have my Mara Jade costume, which I'm going to put a picture up on it for a sec, even though it doesn't fit the theme. Because,
Mara Jade is always welcome.
Right. Okay. Like I had known that I liked the character, but I was going to feel like too much of a poser to do the cosplay. And my friend Derek asked me, he's one of our patrons on Patreon, by the way. So
we love you, Derek.
If you want to get involved, my birthday is Sunday. I would be really nice for my birthday to log in and be like, oh, hey, new patrons. So
happy early birthday. It's a big one too.
I'm turning 30 on Sunday. It's a big deal for me, partially because I had some toxic mindset in my early 20s about, who doesn't have some toxic mindset in their early 20s, right? But it was specifically about cosplay for me, where I didn't get involved when I was a teenager. I was already in my 20s, and I was like, I'm so invested in this. Am I going to seem like too old to do this later? Which made no sense because I, from the very beginning, knew cosplayers well past 30 who still looked amazing. But for myself, I was like, oh no, like I only have so long. I'm running out of time. And so, like, I might dress up on Monday in a costume just because that's 30 and cosplaying, and just be like, what were you even scared about, 22-year-old Krayley? So
you'll be like making your Pokeballs in a costume. Like, what?
Yeah.
Hi, Misty.
Hi, Misty. Thank you so much. Misty Pierce says, hello, ladies. Happy early birthday, Krayley.
Aw, Misty's so sweet.
So sweet. Wow.
So other than that, I think that's pretty much the show. I think we covered everything. This was our shortest episode yet.
Well, with everything that we've had going on and the fact that we really want to put most of our energy into that cosplay contest, we weren't planning on having like one of our longer episodes this week, even before the rescheduling.
Yeah.
And I mean, we don't want to leave Andrea out of the coolest conversations, and Andrea will be rejoining us next week. So
we miss Andrea
so much. Like, I'm not getting my Andrea fix. We're like almost halfway through the month.
I know, Andrea, we love you. We'll see you next week.
Andrea. We'll see you next week.
So other than that, Krayley, where can we find you?
So you can find, well, yeah, I'm going to put my website up here. So that's krayleyvanessa.com/homepage, takes you right to my store, but you can still see the cosplay tabs and stuff up there. So that Valentine's Day sale that I mentioned, you'll be able to get to that from where it says like /homepage. But if you just put in krayleyvanessa.com, there's all kinds of clickable things to get to the cosplay contest also. So that's my website. You can find me all over the internet, like the Cosplay Cafe Linktree has social media that's my creative stuff too, but krayleyvanessa.com. And if you're listening to the audio only, I probably better spell that. It's CRAYLE, V as in Victor, ANEST as in Tango.com. And where can we find you, Kelly?
Well, my website, kellygetner.com. That's KELLYGUENTNER.com. That's a really good site to watch for the launch of my Indiegogo because all the details are going to be there, very clearly laid out for you, all links.
I'm going to do that. Kelly's website. Well, Kelly made her website, and then I like refleshed out and designed the whole like.
No, you're thinking the Multiverse Fundraiser website. With my website, I started it and then I had a meltdown because I couldn't do it.
Oh,
and then
I made your whole website.
You saved me. You saved me. Thank you for that. I could never thank you enough for that. You saved me because I was like, no, I can't.
No, nobody asked me to build your website though. I don't do that for like clients. It's not fun if I have to do it on like a deadline for work, like as my job. I have learned like.
Nope. Krayley, I just get perks as Krayley's cosplay partner / hetero life mate.
Yeah. No, when it's for fun, that's what I was telling Kelly. I was like, wow, I like actually really enjoy this now that I'm not doing it as part of my job. But I do still occasionally have people that are like, well, can you build my website? And I'm like, I'm not going to do it in a timely manner. So even if like I was doing it as a favor and I really don't want to get paid because then I'll feel terrible, like I only enjoy it when I can take my time. So
yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, we've got some sponsor information, and beyond that, we'll see you all next week.
Yep. Love
you
all.
For the actual cosplay contest and getting the last of those submissions in. Get your submissions in.
Send them to us. We want to see them. We want to see your beautiful faces. Oh, am I rolling it?
Oh, you did the credits, so I assumed you were doing the ending credits, but
I got it.
I got it. All right. Bye, y'all.
Bye. Cosplay Cafe is sponsored by whycosplay.com, which is your one-stop shop for quality costumes and cosplay supplies. So click on the link in our show notes to get a 20% off discount. Or not, if you hate saving money. I don't know you. I don't know your life. Clicking on the link does help support our show. So, you know what? Just do the thing. Do the thing.